Alright guys, Kevin with Louisiana Snake ID here. We're Louisiana Snake ID on Facebook, LA Snake Boys with a Z on YouTube. Two juvenile venomous cottonmouth water moccasins from some relocations we're doing. I just wanted you to see the different colors that they come in. This is they're very similar in age. The one on the left seems to be a little bit older. But the one on the right is one we found just the other day. And just very similar in pattern, but their color is quite different. Let me guide this little fellow over here on my left hand if I can, so you can see them next to each other. These are juveniles, as you can see from the neon tip of the tail. I'm going to try to zoom in on that one real quick. Bright yellow tip of the tail there, and bright yellow tip of the tail there. So what that tail is for is the bright color is a lure, a caudal lure that these snakes use to wiggle. They'll kind of do similar to, I don't know if anybody's heard of alligator snapper turtle. They'll wiggle the inside of their tongue, the part of their tongue, the tip of it will look like a worm, and it'll lure in prey. And when you get close enough, they'll bite them. It's a similar thing that they do here. And remember, we've got juvenile copperheads. We've got the same coloration on the tail. Juvenile cottonmouths, like these two guys here, have got it. And also pygmy rattlesnakes have it in juveniles. It's shows you funny that the different temperament of different snakes. These guys, I couldn't find my hook, so I'm just using this as a hook, basically. But these two guys are both the same species of snake. One of them is very calm. And they're both very calm, to say that. But one of them is active as far as he just wants to get away from me. Every time I set him down, he moves another direction. This one's got more of what we would call a typical posture for a cottonmouth. While people think they're aggressive, he just will sit there. He's flattened out his body. He's not nearly that big. But what do you do? Watch, I'm just kind of touch him to see if he'll do it. No, he was gaping his mouth wide open a second ago. So you got two different behaviors, typical of cottonmouths. One is just straight up fleeing away from me. This one's sitting in here. Like I said, he curled. I might get him to, might be able to get him to open his mouth again. If I get in front of it and kind of block his path. Because typically what they'll do is they'll just either head away from us, or they'll go, I mean, if somebody's sitting still, and they may just slither right past you. But this guy right here, now that it's moving, just wants to get away from me. The other guy's over there in the grass. Our grass hasn't been cut in a little while with the storm and everything, so this is a prime example of why you'd want to cut your grass, because it's very hard to find the snakes. To see them there, look at that one right there. Not super visible, a little more than that one. But this one up in the sticks and stuff, he's going away from me. It just wants to be left alone. This one was in a flower bed. We're going to relocate him to a swamp area where he's away from houses. He's coming my direction, but he would go right through my legs. He's not trying to do anything. He's just trying to go. His little tongue sticking out. No threat to me at all. It'll go right through my legs. I just got to see what the other one's moving to. I'm watching two right now. I see him over there. So guys, we're Louisiana Snake ID on Facebook. We do snake education, identification, and we also do relocations. Both of these were, it's a residence at a house. One was on the back porch, one was in a garden. And we just were tasked with coming to get them for the people. We did. And now we're going to relocate them because they're very beneficial snakes. They're gorgeous. They're very misunderstood. They're not aggressive. They have a similar color to a copperhead. They thought this was a juvenile copperhead. But as you can see, the pattern's much more pixelated on this guy than it would be on a copperhead. It would be a lot smoother. And they do have the dark eye stripe that cottonmouths have. Because copperheads will not have that. Oh, because way over there. Let's see if I can use this little dinky stick just to move you real quick, buddy. There we go. I'll set you down right here. And the other one's right over there. We'll get him in a second. But again, oh, look, he's kind of wrapped on the stick. Kevin with Louisiana Snake ID, guys. Wanted to show you two different colors of juveniles. Cottonmouth water moccasins. Let me pause this first. All right, there we go. Sorry, I just going to get him from over there. Two similar age cottonmouths, different colors. They can vary from this bright color of the top one down to this darker color all the way to black. They'll get darker typically as they get older, and they'll lose that coloration. This one also needs a shed of note, the one on the bottom. So that kind of gives the darkness too, but his pattern is there. See how he flattened up his body? He's not nearly that thick. It's just a way to try to look intimidating is all. Let's see. There we go. Open his mouth up. Typical cottonmouth pause. It's not aggression. He's just scared. So he's just looking to kind of tell me leave him alone. I can nudge him up real quick. See how he's opened his mouth? Just leave me alone is all he's saying. And that one's moving over there. Again, no aggression, guys. They're not going to chase you. The juveniles are not more dangerous than the adults. They do not have more venom. The venom might vary just slightly from the adults, but it's not more toxic, and they definitely have a lot less venom than an adult. The adults can have a much bigger head. The venom is contained in the venom glands was in the head, so obviously if you think about it that way, that'll give you the answer there. But Louisiana Snake ID on Facebook, LA Snake Boys with a Z on YouTube. If you're picking up debris from the storm still, like we are, just watch where you grab, guys. Snakes don't want to bite anybody, but if you pick them up, that's what they're going to do. They don't have no choice, okay? They're protecting themselves. LA Snake Boys with a Z on YouTube, guys. Take it easy.